Hello dear friends, today we are going to see unit number A in model number 3 description, and unit number B in model number 3 is I Have a Dream by Martin Luther King Jr. Today we are going to see unit number B, because we have already completed unit number A, that is description, and we have discussed already describing objects, things and instruments, as well as describing birds and animals, describing places, describing person, etc. Now we are going to discuss an extract written by, actually it is not written by Martin Luther King, but it is a speech given by Martin Luther King Jr., who was born on January 15th, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia. King, a Baptist minister and civil rights activist, had a seismic impact on race relations in the United States beginning in the mid-1950s. Among his many efforts, Martin Luther King headed the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. Through his activism and inspirational speeches, he played a pivotal role in ending the legal segregation of African American citizens in the United States, as well as the creation of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1665. Martin Luther King received the Nobel Prize in 1964 among several other honors. He was assassinated in April 1968. That means he was killed. He was murdered in 1968 and continues to be remembered as one of the most influential and inspirational African American leaders in the history. There are many leaders in America, but Martin Luther King Jr. is widely known as the leader of Negro community, who fought for their rights. I Have a Dream is a public speech delivered by Martin Luther King Jr. during the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom on August 28, 1963. He calls for an end to racism in the United States and calls for civil and economic rights. The speech is a defining moment of the American civil rights movements. It is ranked as the top American speech of the 20th century in 1999 poll of scholars of public address. Widely accepted and widely appreciated speech he has delivered in America before the common Negro people. In the speech, Martin Luther King Jr. discusses the gap between American dream and reality. There is a difference between American dream and reality, actually, because American reality is very rampant, we can say, and very disgusting, because there is a racial discrimination in America, and that's why Martin Luther King fought against this racial discrimination. So he just tried to quote differences between dream and actual reality in American society. In American history, the speech is widely hailed as a masterpiece of rhetoric that evokes pivotal documents. It is a historical speech, it is a masterpiece also, including the Declaration of Independence, the Emancipation Proclamation, and the United States Constitution. So there are various kinds of shades in his speech. He spoke about the Emancipation Proclamation. Emancipation means fundamental rights, and proclamation means announcement. Announcement of fundamental rights is called Emancipation Proclamation. And the United States Constitution. Constitution, he also discussed about the Constitution of America and Declaration of Independence also in his widely accepted speech. Anthony Trendle, the executive speechwriter of Martin Luther King Jr., writes about the speech. The right man delivered the right words to the right people in the right place at the right time. This sentence sufficient to elaborate the importance of his speech, because he delivered his speech to the right people at the right place and at the right time. So Anthony Trendle, with his sentence, tried to elaborate, tried to express the importance of Martin Luther King's speech. This is an introduction of the extract, that is, I have a dream. I have a dream. Once again, I would like to tell you that this speech is delivered to the people basically from America, and who were downtrodden, suppressed, and uh, very harassed people by the white people. So this is the speech where Martin Luther King Jr. tried to inculcate basic fundamental rights among the Negro people, basically, who are the victims of racism. We will see the lesson in detail in my next lecture. Thank you.